Hello, how is everyone doing today? Welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Let's get right into our emails and see what we have going on. So this first email says, you work with computers, right? Can I trust you to build me a decent computer? I really want the CPU to overclock to 4646 megahertz. I really want the GPU to be the fastest it can be. Let's aim for 2309 megahertz. Is 8 days a reasonable deadline? Rage and Tech components are meant to be the bomb. Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. So let's go ahead and accept that one. Next email here says, hello. Can't believe my PC broke. Can you figure out what's wrong with it? My daughter likes to take the RAM out and put it back in. Now it stopped working. It's the RAM. I'm sure of it. There's not much air coming out of the back. Could it be blocked? I heard you guys put used parts in PCs. Please don't do that. It looks a bit bland in there. Some braided orange cables might make it look nicer. Well, we will try to remember to put the braided orange cables in. I forget constantly on these fixes, but let's go ahead and accept that one. And the last one we're going to do today says, what's up? I need some repairs. Can you diagnose what's wrong with it? My granddad thought that the PC needed oiling, and the results don't seem good. Can you make this your #1 priority, please? It seems a bit dusty inside. Alright. Let's go ahead and accept that one. Okay, so for this build, I'm going to step away real quick, get a build put together, and be right back. Alright, so for this overclocking build, we're going to go with the Asus ROG Strix Z370E motherboard, an i3-8350K, a Rage and Tech Leto Pro, 2 sticks of Corsair Dominator Platinum, 8GB 3200 MHz, a Zotac GTX 1060 Mini, a 550 watt Supernova power supply, a 4TB hard drive, a 960 gig ADATA M.2 drive, and we're going to put that in the Rage and Tech Thesis, however you say that word, case. So let's go ahead and buy all of this. We will go end our day, get our repairs in as well as our parts, and we can get started working. Ooh, our utility bill is coming due in the next week. All right. Let's get all of these up on a workbench. Look at that filthy beast. Can't wait to work on that. And there's for our build. So let's start. Well, both of these are pretty dirty, but let's start with this one. We'll get the side panel off. Let's get our air blaster out here, blow my eardrums out, and get some of this dust out of this filthy build. Maybe. I'm spraying over here, and it's cleaning the motherboard. Okay. So this one, will it power on? No RAM. So this is the one with the broken RAM. Whoops. Still had the compressed air going there. Let's pull this stick of RAM out. Let's see what they've got here. Let's see. An ADATA. Do I have any? No, I think I used it in a build. So let's go order some. So I think it was the 2666. So let's get a stick of that. Let's go check out this other filthy beast and see what it needs. We can place our order all at once. We'll get this compressed air out. Blow out our eardrums together. Clean out this disgusting case. I think this was the one that Grandpa oiled, so no telling what might be wrong with it. Okay. Think we're clean now. Doubt we're going to get any power. Let's just start removing some stuff here. Let's take a look at the graphics card. I don't even know what that graphics card is. Oh, it's a 1060 Founders Edition. Have a feeling it's going to possibly be the motherboard. So I'm just going to start removing parts to get down to the motherboard. Let's get everything unhooked here. But we will check the RAM and the CPU as well. CPUs are really quite resilient. Let's go ahead and pull this motherboard. We'll check everything at once. Let's scroll down here. CPU looks good. RAM is good. Definitely a broken Z270 motherboard. So let's go order one of those. We'll get our parts in and we can get these fixed. So the EVGA, that one right there. Let's do same day delivery. Let's get the RAM in this one. I know one of these builds wanted orange cables, so I'm going to have to go and look at the emails. Make sure I do that. See if this thing boots up now. Okay, so let's see who wanted orange cables. So it's the one we just did. So we'll power this down, and let's put some orange braided cables in there. Let's see. Let's disconnect everything here. Oops, probably didn't need to disconnect that. Let's get this side panel off. I think that is everything. Let's cable this up. Get the hard drive back here hooked up. Let's make sure it powers on. Get our side panels put on. And we should be done with this particular repair. Okay, let's get this out here into the hallway. Let's start working on this one. Let's get the new motherboard. Let's sell off that broken thing. Alright, we'll get that screwed in. We'll get the RAM installed. Actually, I feel like they had the RAM installed over a little bit. So let's get the CPU in first. It's an awfully expensive board to have a Pentium in. Let's get some thermal paste. And we will get their cooler on. And then we can figure out where the RAM needs to sit. So let's put the RAM in that slot. There we go. Okay. Let's get their storage back in here. And their graphics card. We should be able to cable everything up. Let's... Oh, phone going off. Let's do just plain black here, so everything matches. Alright, let's see if it powers up. No OS found. Well, I didn't remove the OS. All right, well, let's power cycle this and let the OS install. Feel like it's installing it on this slow hard drive. Let's hop into the BIOS. Let's see what's going on here. Yep. We want it to boot from the M.2 drive. Let's see. Let's go ahead and turn that on. So that's probably why it was just selecting the wrong drive. There we go. Now we're up and running. Okay, well, let's get the side panel put on. And we can get this out in the hallway and start working on our build. Let's get our side panel off here. Oh, this is one of those upside down and backward cases. Okay, let's get our motherboard in. I'll let the auto tool put the standoffs in. Get this stuff opened up and ready to accept the RAM and CPU. Let's get our CPU here, the 8350K, as well as our RAM. Let's get rid of this broken. Don't need that clogging up the inventory. And we'll get our other piece. Let's see, I will do the fits in this PC. As I was told in the comments, one of the other videos, that makes things go much quicker, which it did. So thank you very much for that suggestion. Okay. Let's get, I think this one's getting an M.2, so we'll get that installed. And we can get our CPU cooler installed as well. Oh, good, that fits. This upside down case is totally throwing me off. Get that out of the way. See, that one. And that one ought to be what we need. Let's get our graphics card in, which is the Zotac Mini 1060. Okay. This one's also getting a 4 terabyte hard drive and a power supply. And unlike the last episode, I didn't forget to buy the power supply for the build, so that worked out well. I think we're ready to cable this up. Actually, as usual, I have forgotten. There we go. Okay. Let's get this cabled. Let's see. Let's go with something, maybe some color, some blue. This is a very black and white build so far. Whoops, that's the power button. All right, let's get USB drive in. Let's power it up. We'll hop into the BIOS. I already know this will overclock to 4646. I think it has to be at 1.45 volts. We'll let this install the OS, and then we will check. We'll check our overclock. We've also got to overclock the graphics card, so let's get some software installed here. PC Bay, not PC Bay. What am I looking for? GPU tuner. Brain's not working right now. What else do I need? OCCT. Alright, so let's run OCCT first. Make sure this overclock is stable. Man, that's hot. 93, 92, 93C. That's a hot running CPU there. But it looks stable. So that is done. Now we need to do the GPU, and what was that? I don't remember. Let's see, 2309. Let's just do our power limit all the way up. 2309. So we'll apply that. Get 3D Mark running. I'm going to let this run. If it blue screens, I'll come back. Or if it finishes, again, I will come right back and show you guys. Alright, so there you have it. 4830. I don't believe that the score actually mattered. Just that the overclock was stable. So everything looks good. Let's get this case put back together. Let's see, we've got a PCI lock that needs to go on here. And then we will put our other glass side panel on over here. And we can put this out here in the hallway. All right, let's collect some money. The PC we just built, we'll collect that one. And the repair. And the other repair. Let's see, we've unlocked some new parts. Ooh. Some big power supplies. And we've gotten some more emails, which we will go through in the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next episode.